we became buddies. I don't know how, but we just became buddies. Started calling him fake boyfriend, fake girlfriend, not knowing that me calling him fake boyfriend, he actually took it personal and he concluded that I was actually his girlfriend. So I was dating him without me being aware that I'm in a relationship with him.
Yes, I told her on the 24th.
Today I'm Kulande Milan.
Today I'm Kulande Milan. So you tell your ava kumien that we are what? We are coming.
Okay, my name is Theresa Zimba Chipulu.
And I am Fortunatus Kazembe Chipulu.
How we met. I think you should go first.
No, I'd love you to start first. Start and I'll come in. Okay.
Okay, so how I met Fortunatus. It was, it's not those things for link-ups or randoms meeting. No, it wasn't. So it so happens that we met in Muflira. We were both being trained from there as teachers. I used to see him around campus because he's a preacher and he normally used to preach at church, the campus ministries. So back then, I wasn't fully converted into the Adventist family. So I never used to go to church as often as I do right now. So on many occasions, I would go to church and I would only find him preaching all the time when I would go. So I used to tell my friends, this man is selfish. Why is he always the only one preaching? Not knowing that my friend was also his friend. So each time I would meet him in campus, I would just call him Mr. Preacher Man. You're selfish. You just like to preach yourself. Then maybe from there you can come in also.
How I met Theresa. Wow, it was funny though, but let me just share how I met her. Just like she has narrated, during the campus periods, I never knew. No, never did I even have a chance to meet her in person. But I think it was the time when we closed schools and I was back home. Then fortunately, I had a relation with the mother because we used to interact because of church. Then she came to me and told me, and I said, oh, okay. No, I would love come kumanyeko because she has been complaining of late. She has challenges in chemistry since you're doing the same program. I think and I think I stayed for a month and I went back home. But before going home, the mother gave Mwanga's line to my father. No, and you gave it to your son so that they need to link up. That's how Dad gave it to me. But because at that time I was seeing someone, so I wasn't interested in calling her. We stayed almost for about 6 months. I wasn't calling her. Then, I don't know, we were discussing something with Dad. That was on phone. Then he asked, have you communicated to Mwanga? Have you called her? Then I said, not yet. I haven't communicated to her. Okay, no, you need to link up. It's just the foreign land where you are. So it's important at least you get to meet. There are times if you need help and she can be there to help you. I ignored. Again, after should be some weeks, then Dad again called. Have you communicated to Mwanga? Then I said, no, I haven't. Then he just went, never serious. Never serious. No, never serious. Put the number you've not communicated to her. And I said, since you've insisted, I'll do my honest part and I'm going to meet the girl. That's how, I think that was a Sunday, not so.
Yes, it was.
It was a Sunday, no schools, busy with the books. I think that day prepared myself, dressed nice, you're meeting a girl. And I went into campus because she was a boarder and I was just renting to some of I think
The boarding
the
houses.
boarding houses that were nearby the school. And that's how I went. That was around 16, huh?
Yes.
16. You're dressed up, smelling good. Then that's how I went to campus. I called her, no, this is Fortunatus. You remember, no, dad and mom, they told us, no, we need to link up. And that's how we linked up. Unfortunately, the time she was coming here, she was a mess. She was a mess. The t-shirt, the school t-shirts and the wrapper, the chitenge with otumkole. Yeah, otumkole, looking a mess. Now you all dressed up and here comes a girl. I just said, excuse me. Then I just ignored. That's how she came, we interacted, we talked. Hi, hey. Then she said that I know you. You know me. How? No, I think I know you from the campus ministries. Oh, okay. I think by that time I was the campus ministries, Adventist campus ministries chairperson for the school. Okay, then you are the person who loves preaching all the time. Then, no, I think the time when you come, then it's just deliberately I'm the one who is preaching. It's not that probably it is every time that I'm the person who is preaching. No, but every time I come, you're the one who is preaching. Oh, okay, who knows? Probably it's God, he wants me to preach to you. And we just laughed about it and we talked. Now, because of the way she presented herself, I was not interested. I can't lie. I was not interested. So I ignored. I went back home. I even laughed about it with my friends. Why? No. We used to meet in campus. Hi, hello. But we had a mutual friend who was a classmate, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, they used to talk about me, I think, here and there, but with me and her, no, never did I bring it up because, come on, I was not interested in the girl. Then time came after that, I completed school because I was a year older than her. In our academics, I completed school and she remained behind. Then after she completed, you completed as well, then she came. Then I noticed she was not coming to church. Then hi, hello, just checking on her. Hi, hello, what's up? I don't see you at church. What's the problem? No, I think one of the days I'll come. Okay, just ignore it. Then there was a time I was checking through my Facebook, the status says, then I saw her. Wow, she looked so beautiful. I loved the dress. Then I said, Kashana Shakupanye. That's how I started talking to her, called her. Hi, hello. And I was thinking, why can't you come this Sabbath? So at least we worship together. She said, no problem, I'll come. Then she came. She was so amazing. She looked so beautiful. And I just said, I think I was serving as a deacon. Then after the service, we helped people move come out of the church, and the service was done. I think we packed everything that was. Then I asked her to wait for me so that I can escort her. Then unfortunately, I had to call a friend to come with me so that at least I can give, to make the environment suitable and to make her comfortable. That's how I escorted her, and that's how we started talking. I think that's how we met. That's how we started our friendship, I would say.
Yeah, that's why we picked up from, apart from where we just used to check ourselves. If I happen to view his status, the hi, hello thing, it's just ended from there. Then after the second time meeting him, he became, I don't know, I would say attached, such that each time he would knock off from work, he has to pass through my place. And I was like, what's with this man? Because I actually used to bully him because of his bald headed. So yeah, he would call I want to see you. Then you need to act along because it's a friendship where parents are trying to bring about. So you know, mom would ule posa kwa manu wali kutemwa wisambile kwa fya kuchechi mwana wabaye oda. So I was like, wana wabaye oda no mwana wabaye oda you win. So just that. Then it got to a level where we became buddies. I don't know how, but we just became buddies. Started calling him fake boyfriend, fake girlfriend, not knowing that me calling him fake boyfriend, he actually took it personal and he concluded that I was actually his girlfriend. So I was dating him without me being aware that I'm in a relationship with him. Yes, with my mom, she was. It was actually her wish that I should get married to him because mom used to talk about how Mr. and Mrs. Chipulu, who are my parents-in-law, how they've brought up their children. And him being the firstborn, he's actually an inspiration even in the church. So mom used to tell me more often, say, abanga bakufwa afya tekupanya kuposa kwa mano. You know, nshita omwana nga upwako kumuntu waishiwa chechi liparo sana, fyafule fya kuchitika pachalo and the other things. So now because me I had my own preferences of a type of man I would wanted to marry, not a preacher man, because kwa wale wako my restrictions, no shani, no what and what. But then the time that we took our relationship serious, when I told mom, she was actually the happiest person. Actually, the day he proposed marriage to me, my mom was very sick. She was bedridden. So I was actually scared to tell her, can I break the news to her? So when I told her, to my surprise, she jumped out of bed. That's how she even recovered. So I've been that healing paline and some sort.
Okay, mom used to ask me, how serious are you with the girl? I said, no, Theresa now, getting to know each other. I can't rush and say she's the girl since we are still interacting. But I think there was a time when she realized that so oftentimes I used to be with her. If I'm talking to someone, it's her that I'm talking to. Then she came and asked, money, she didn't understand number. And I just confessed and told her, I think mukashana ni mtemwa. And she said, no, kuvutukira kailinga utaure mweva ukapanya. But I don't know. I never told her. I never even asked her to be my girlfriend. But it was just a thing where I fake girlfriend. And we became serious about it. I had to cut the lines with some girls that I was entertaining because I now became serious with her. Then as we were progressing, Dad called me. I think we were the two of us and he asked me, Ne, taule mwana wale kula? Then I said, why do you say so? Then he tells me, man, oh, now you're cool. It's high time you now settle and be with a woman that at least will help you in other things that you are failing to do on your own. I said, what do you think about that girl? Then he laughed and said, no, I can't give you my opinion because you know her better. But you've been interacting with her and you know how best she is to you. And I said, but I'm comfortable with her. Then he said, Nomba, nishule po 7 shita. And I said that I will do it, don't worry. Then I started planning about it. Then that's how I just went to him and told him, I think it's time, Dad, I'm ready. It's high time we tutwale mbale. Then he was very excited. He was very happy. He called mom. And together they were happy about it and they encouraged me. Like she said in the beginning, I'm the firstborn. She said, I know this step that you've taken, it will be a great inspiration to your young siblings because they are looking up to you. So this is a good decision you've made. So, but are you sure she's the one for you? Have you looked around? That's now mom. Now for edikisha. Ni uyu wine. Fantu kunga waingina mom. Takwabo kubwekela. Then I said, no. For me making this decision, I'm very comfortable with her. It's her. I think that's how they responded and they reacted to the information I gave them about me settling down with them. Yes. The proposal. I think this one. Let me share how it was done. I think it was a time she was planning to go to Kabwe because there were some family issues there. Then she told me she'll be going there for what? A week, huh?
No, just for a day.
A day? Oh, okay. Then because of the schedules, by that time she was working for a certain restaurant, and you know, with restaurant, mostly weekends, it was very hard for us to link up. But that was a Sunday, and I think that was a Saturday. Then Saturday evening, I called her and I was asking her, Mario, so are you serious tomorrow you're going to Kabwe? Yes, I'm going to Kabwe. But one, there is something important that I want to share with you. It's very important. It's about life and death, and it's high time we sit and discuss about it because I'm now scared. And she was very scared. That's how she had to postpone her journey. And Sunday early in the morning, that's how she came to my house. Then, but what is it that you want to share with me? Then I started by telling her how much I loved her and how I noticed her importance in my life and how she has helped me grow and just become someone who is responsible. You know, now she's curious. What is happening? Then I just openly told her, you know what, I've messed up. What have you done exactly? Then I just told her, I think, boy, I don't know, I couldn't hold it. And what has happened is that some girl is pregnant and I'm the one who is responsible. Then she's very emotional. That's how she started crying. Then what are your plans? Then I just told her, I think, since she's a woman who's carrying my child, it's high time I concentrate on her. I wouldn't want my child to have an absent dad. I would want to be together with the mother in raising the child. That's how she started crying, you know, more emotional and everything. Then, but why? Then I just told her, no, it's high time I start a new relationship. I want it to be new, something that at least it's going to be approved by God. And she looked at me, what do you mean? Then I just said, what date was that?
It was a prank of a proposal on the 12th of June. Then they reached my parents' place on the 24th.
Yes, I told her on the 24th. So you tell your ava kumieno that we are what? We are coming. But you've impregnated someone. I just said, no, I just wanted to see. I wanted you to be this emotional face so I get to see your reaction. But the truth is, on the 24th, I think I've decided that we are planning I want us to meet your people so that at least we get to make this relationship official. And that's how I proposed. I never had to bend down and ask her for hand in marriage. No, I just told her on the 24th of June, Theresa. And she was very excited. She had to wipe them off and she jumped. She was very happy. That's how we made our relationship official.
Yeah, then I went home. Like I said earlier, I told Mom. Mom couldn't believe it. So because Mom and my mother-in-law talk, they called, they communicated. Mom confirmed from her. They were all excited. Then that day came. Well, I actually visited a lot of bridal shops just to find my perfect dress. Then just at the moment where I felt like giving up, because most of the dresses I was finding were not really making me feel comfortable, and you know, that day you just need to make it special. So I have my aunt who is a teacher. So one of the pupils she teaches, the parent of that child, they deal with bridal dresses. So she just recommended me to the very person, and I happened to have found the dress that I loved, and I was comfortable with it. It was stressful, but just I think it was a week before our wedding. That's when I actually found my perfect dress.
I was very happy, and it happened that the song that we even chose for her to walk in church, I think it was a song done by Daniel
Pastor
Kaira
Kaya.
Msonda,
Mhm.
Kwaka Laser. So the first time I heard the song, you know, I was touched and I had to learn the lyrics. So even the time she was walking in, I was even singing along. So people would come, an Adventist background, they never heard the song. And now they come to me, man, are you the one, the pastor? Are you the one who even wrote the song? I know. I just know the song. I was very happy. I was very excited. In fact, even because I even had to ask my parents, they were the ones who were escorting me, and they were all very happy. They were celebrating with me. It was just an exciting moment for me.
It was an amazing moment. Though from my childhood, I've always wanted to have both parents escorting me, but it is unfortunate dad departed his late. So looking forward, seeing my husband coming to meet us and to be handed over, it was I actually got emotional. I was like, girl, don't do this. You're going to ruin your makeup. Knowing I'm a very emotional person. So I actually had to hold my emotions and say, no, you have to embrace this day. This is only going to take place today. Even if you say you want to have and renew your vows, it's not going to be the same as today. So that's how I comforted myself. Then I just started enjoying the moment from there. 7 months. We're turning 8 months on the 18th of February.
I think it's friendship. One thing I've come to learn about marriage is when you marry a friend, you have that relationship together. It's one that cements and it helps a couple to amend their ways and to correct each other with love. Because there are times when she happened to do something that I'm not happy with, I'll just tell her, much, no, this I'm not happy about it. And equally her when especially when it comes with the there's one thing that I usually piss her off with the arrangement of clothes. There are times when I just yeah, it can be a jacket, take it off, I'll hang it somewhere instead of putting it in a jacket cover or anything and hang it where it's supposed to be. It should just come. Sakamvela kangati mwe. No boss, no chipunzila. And through that, I think we are getting to know and learn about each other. And there are times when we fought, even if it can be just months, there are times we fought. That time she has seen me. She once saw me crying because of what happened, and I think I've also done something that she has made her cry. But there are times because of the friendship, would sit and talk. But okay, with what you said, I wasn't happy about it. With what you did, I wasn't happy about it. And through that, we amend our ways and we apologize and we get back to our relationship.
And also, I think it's good communication that has actually even made us to even know more about ourselves. Because when we got together and became one, it was like I started knowing him afresh. It was a different thing where you would link up. I would go back to my parents' place. He would go back to his house. Now we are in the same roof. So it was like I'm just starting afresh to know this person. So good communication where you are not happy with what this person has done actually made our relationship move smoothly because it has brought in understanding and love, I would say so. I think because there are situations where you have a misunderstanding, then maybe this one sits there, the other one is in the other room. I think within myself, I tend to start going through the entire thing. But what has happened? Why are we arguing, or why is this misunderstanding here? And then if I happen to discover that, okay, so there is this because, oh, I did this, no wonder there is this, I would approach him over that. And he would equally do the same. So we just brought this rule, say, if there is any misunderstanding, we should not sleep over it. Even if it's at 0 to wake up, talk about it, that's when we'll go back to sleep.
How do you initiate resolution?
Okay. When there's a conflict, there's one thing that I love about her. You know, the Bible says iron sharpens iron. I think one thing I've come to learn about the two of us is my weakest side is the strongest side. Because if I happen to be upset, I'm a person who talks a lot. Talk a lot. But one thing I've loved about her is she's a person who keeps quiet. I'll talk, yell, but she'll just keep quiet. And I think after that, I'll just notice that she's not responding. I'll just keep quiet. And after that, I'm a good fan of music. Just listen to songs. Just combine the secular songs to do with love and the gospel songs. And at times, if I contemplate on what happened, and if I happen to say that I've made a mistake, I'll just go to babe, I'm sorry. And apart from that, I'm one person who usually asks. I love asking her, I think oftentimes, how are you doing? How are you? Even if we've talked, I would still go to her, Mama, how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Then from her response, and I'll be able to tell, no, she's not yet healed. And I'll still give her a chance. Then when she's okay, then now we'll talk. But before talking, I think one thing that I believe, it is something that even comes our hearts. Before we even talk about trying to resolve our issues, we usually pray. Just ask ourselves, no, let's pray. We'll pray. After praying, then we will sit and talk.
Mm-hmm.
And after talking, then we will encourage each other. No, I wasn't happy. No, with what you did, I wasn't happy. Then how best do you want me to what? To overcome this, since you've noticed that I often do it, then from there we will bring up solutions for each other. No, I think next time you do this, next time you say this. And from there, I think that is one thing that has helped us to even reach these 7 months that we are in. Because honestly, marriage, it's not all about roses. You know, when we talk about roses, people often talk about roses, but we forget about the thistles and the thorns that the roses have.
Love.
And that's how marriage is. It's not every time you laugh, every time you smile at each other. There are times when you don't even want to be. I don't want even to be with her. But one thing I've learned is in marriage, it's not every time that I will like her, but I should love her every time. It's not every day that I'll talk to her, but I should communicate to her every day. I think that is one thing that has even helped me personally to be this husband to her. I think he answered to that, right?
Okay, so what I appreciate about him is the type of relationship he's built with God. He loves God. and most of the days he would just call me to the living room and just ask us ourselves to teach each other about the Bible. Even when because these things you need to be ready mentally, but then with him, he's 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 like a soldier when it comes to his Christianity life. So his relationship with God and how he handles situations of life. Yes.
Hazel, she's a person who's very zealous with her life, determined, someone who's very frank. She's one person I have come to know who is, she's very real. I can tell you there are times when even when we were learning about each other, she was a person who was very open even with her weaknesses. And I think through that, it is one thing that even made me become attracted to her. She's a person who's very real and frank. Even if when you mess up, she'll just tell you, there are times, just like she has narrated, church, there are times probably you are teaching, you are preaching, and as you are making an emphasis in your sermon, you miss it. You just come back to paja. And I think through that, she's one person who is helping me a lot. She wants me to be a better version of myself. I think that's one thing I've come to learn about her, to love about her. She's a wonderful woman.
When he calls me Mwana or Mwaichi.
When she calls me Wakambachan, I think it's one thing that I love. And if you're seated, you're serious, and she just comes in front of you, Wakambachan. Mlekosa, she was in the Copper Belts, that's where she grew up from. So she just comes, Wakam, Mlekosa Chan, Mwach. Sometimes she also calls me Mwach Chan. I think it's one thing that I love that. Whenever she comes to me that way, I see she's one person who is very true with me. Because of late, many people were telling me that I'm this person who is so serious about life and a person who is so religious and traditional, I would say. Yeah, compared to my past relationships and everything. But I think with her, just with the way she responds and talks to me, I think I'm able to see that there is a change in me. I'm slowly changing and becoming a better version of how a man needs to be to his woman. Yes.
I think communication.
I, for one, I think there is no truthfulness in marriage. Many people, when we talk about marriage, many people, they have this special perception of saying marriage is all perfect. You get it, huh? But one thing I've come to learn, we shouldn't expect that our partner that we are going to be living with is all perfect. No, that is not true. They're just like a knife. Huh? There is a part where it is sharp and the other part it is not sharp. And that's how we human beings are. So if I go with the expectations of hoping to find my woman, my wife to be all this perfect, then I'm going to miss the point. But if I also have an open mind saying, there are times she's going to fail me, then from there, then if she does so, how best am I going to help her become strong for me? So I think that is one thing that is making, people, we become so excited of, I think one thing I've learned is many people are excited about the wedding and they are not excited about marriage. Many people, they give out the impression of no, all the romancing with the social media that is now trending, people, photos and everything. But I pray the things that they are showing to the world, the romance and everything, it's best if they would it can be better if they were to show that in their homes. Even when people are not watching, the spouse are able to tell and see that, okay, this person genuinely loves me. I think that will be one thing that will help. I think there are so many things that people have mentioned, the counselors, pastors, about the pillars of what? Of marriage, which is love, communication, trust, which are honesty and loyalty. Yes, if we embrace them, and the most important thing, even putting God in our marriages, because if a couple is cemented in the word of God, I think truthfulness is going to be there, faithfulness is going to be there, and we'll be able to tell, because if a man is a person who reads the Bible, I think there will be a part where he's going to find the Bible counseling him, telling him he needs to love his wife. And if a woman faithfully studies and understands the word of God, there will be a part where she's going to be counseled by what? Being submissive to the husband. I think when we have love, submissive, commitment, love, and God, then I think the marriage is going to be strong.
I've learned the importance of understanding emotions, and also knowing whom you are dealing with. It is very important.
Marriage is not about me, but marriage is about us. So it shouldn't just be based or focused on what I want, but it should be, what do we want as the both of us? Because if I only concentrate, I want this, I want this, I want this, in one way or another, I will be injured in hand. Our marriage is going to shake. So it's not me, but us.
First of March.
5th of October.
No, it's not. No, we're not.
No, I know.
My name is Mubanga Theresa Zimba Chipulu.
And I'm Fortunatus Chipulu.
And this is how we met.